As the Apollo 15 mission's lunar module touched down on the barren surface of the moon, excitement coursed through the veins of every astronaut on board. The sheer magnitude of the moment was overwhelming, the first humans to step foot on another celestial body. Commander John Armstrong led the team with his crewmates, Dr. Emily White and Lieutenant Mark Thompson, by his side. The trio had trained rigorously for this historic voyage, but nothing could prepare them for what awaited them on the lunar surface. As the astronauts emerged from their lunar module, the vast expanse of the lunar landscape stretched out before them like an alien desert. The airless environment was surreal, devoid of sound and color, with only the stark contrast of light and shadow defining the terrain. Commander Armstrong took the first steps onto the powdery surface, his heart pounding with exhilaration. Dr. White and Lieutenant Thompson followed closely behind, their bulky spacesuits hindering their movements but not their spirits. Each footprint they left marked a monumental achievement in human history. But amidst the awe and wonder, something inexplicable happened. As Armstrong wandered away from the module, he stumbled upon an anomaly, a metallic object partially buried in the lunar regolith. With curiosity piqued, he knelt down and brushed away the lunar dust, revealing what appeared to be a door, incongruously embedded in the lunar surface. Confusion rippled through the team as they gathered around the mysterious door, their scientific minds racing with questions. Before they could make sense of the situation, reality shifted in a disorienting blur. The lunar landscape dissolved before their eyes, replaced by the sterile confines of a padded room. In a state of shock, the astronauts looked down to find their spacesuits replaced by restrictive straitjackets. Panic threatened to engulf them as they grappled with the sudden and inexplicable change. Had they succumbed to some cosmic trickery, or had their minds been ensnared by the unforgiving vacuum of space? As Armstrong desperately tried to make sense of their predicament, he uttered a silent plea to himself. No, not here. Not now. With trembling hands, he opened his eyes, only to find a pile of moon rocks at his feet, the padded room nowhere in sight. The astronauts exchanged bewildered glances, their minds reeling with the implications of what they had experienced. Were they caught in some unfathomable loop, shifting between realities with each blink of an eye? Or was there a more sinister force at play, manipulating their perceptions and toying with their sanity? In the heart of the lunar wilderness, surrounded by the cold embrace of the cosmos, the Apollo 15 crew found themselves on the precipice of a journey beyond reality, where the boundaries of space and time blurred into insignificance. As the Apollo 15 crew grappled with the surreal experience of their reality, seemingly shifting before their eyes, their attention remained fixated on the enigmatic door protruding from the lunar surface. Its presence defied all logic, a silent sentinel in the desolate expanse of the moon. Commander Armstrong, his mind racing with possibilities, took a tentative step towards the door, his gloved hand reaching out to touch its cold, metallic surface. The texture beneath his fingertips was unnervingly real, dispelling any notion that this was merely a figment of their collective imagination. Dr. White and Lieutenant Thompson joined Armstrong, their expressions a mixture of curiosity and apprehension. Together, they examined the door, searching for any sign of its origin or purpose. But the lunar landscape offered no clues, its silent sands holding tight to their secrets. With a shared sense of determination, the astronauts decided to explore further. Using their lunar rover, they ventured out into the unknown, their destination guided by the faint echo of an anomaly detected by their instruments. Each bump and jostle of the rover's wheels served as a reminder of their tenuous grasp on reality, a thread stretched thin across the vast expanse of space. As they approached the anomaly, a sense of anticipation hung heavy in the air. What awaited them on the other side of this cosmic threshold? Would it offer answers to their questions, or only deepen the mystery shrouding their reality? With cautious optimism, the astronauts disembarked from the rover and approached the anomaly. What they found defied all expectation, a shimmering rift in the fabric of space-time, pulsating with an otherworldly energy. It beckoned to them, a siren's call luring them into the unknown depths of the universe. In a moment of collective resolve, the Apollo 15 crew stepped through the rift, leaving behind the familiar confines of the moon for a journey beyond comprehension. As they crossed the threshold, the very fabric of reality seemed to warp and twist around them, engulfing them in a maelstrom of light and sound. When the chaos subsided, the astronauts found themselves standing on the threshold of a new world, their senses overwhelmed by the sights and sounds of an unfamiliar landscape. Before them stretched a labyrinth of corridors, twisting and turning like the convolutions of a troubled mind. With trepidation and curiosity in equal measure, the Apollo 15 crew embarked on a journey through the moon's labyrinth, each step bringing them closer to the truth that lay hidden at its heart. As the Apollo 15 crew ventured deeper into the labyrinthine corridors of the moon's enigmatic realm, they found themselves ensnared in a web of uncertainty and intrigue. Every twist and turn revealed new wonders and dangers, each more perplexing than the last. Commander Armstrong led the expedition with unwavering determination, his years of training and experience serving as a beacon of hope amidst the darkness of the unknown. Dr. White and Lieutenant Thompson followed closely behind, their scientific minds keenly attuned to the mysteries that surrounded them. With each passing moment, the boundaries between reality and illusion blurred, leaving the astronauts questioning the very nature of their existence. Were they merely pawns in some cosmic game, manipulated by forces beyond their comprehension? Or were they the architects of their own fate, forging a path through the chaos with courage and resilience? As they navigated the labyrinth, they encountered strange and wondrous sights, towering crystalline formations that shimmered with an ethereal glow, vast chasms that yawned open like gaping maws, and ancient artifacts that spoke of civilizations long forgotten. But amidst the beauty lay danger, lurking in the shadows like a predator waiting to strike. Strange creatures skittered across the walls, their alien forms twisting and contorting in ways that defied logic. And whispers echoed through the corridors, carrying with them the faintest hint of malice. Yet, despite the perils that surrounded them, the Apollo 15 crew pressed onward, driven by a relentless curiosity and an unshakable resolve. With each step, they unraveled another thread of the mystery that bound them to this strange and wondrous place. But as they delved deeper into the labyrinth, they began to sense a presence watching them from the shadows, a malevolent force that sought to thwart their progress at every turn. With each passing moment, the sense of unease grew, until it hung over them like a shroud. And then, just when it seemed that they had reached the limits of their endurance, they stumbled upon a chamber unlike any they had seen before. At its center stood a pedestal, upon which rested a single object, a glowing orb that pulsed with an otherworldly energy. With trembling hands, Commander Armstrong reached out to touch the orb, his fingers tingling with anticipation. And as his skin made contact with its smooth surface, a flood of memories washed over him, memories of a life he had never lived, of a world he had never known. In that moment, everything became clear, the true purpose of their journey, the reason they had been drawn to this strange and wondrous place. And as the realization dawned upon them, the Apollo 15 crew knew that their adventure was far from over. As the Apollo 15 crew grappled with the revelations unearthed in the labyrinth, they knew that their journey was far from over. With the weight of newfound knowledge pressing upon them, they pressed onward, their resolve unyielding in the face of uncertainty. The glowing orb they had discovered held the key to their salvation, a beacon of hope in the darkness that surrounded them. But its true significance remained shrouded in mystery, its power incomprehensible to the human mind. Commander Armstrong, his thoughts consumed by the enigma of the orb, led the expedition deeper into the labyrinth, each step bringing them closer to the truth that lay hidden at its heart. Dr. White and Lieutenant Thompson followed closely behind, their scientific minds racing to unravel the secrets of this strange and wondrous place. But as they ventured further into the unknown, they encountered obstacles unlike any they had faced before. The very fabric of reality seemed to warp and twist around them, defying all logic and reason. And lurking in the shadows, unseen and unheard, was the malevolent force that sought to thwart their progress at every turn. Yet, despite the challenges that lay before them, the Apollo 15 crew pressed onward, their determination unwavering in the face of adversity. With each passing moment, they drew closer to their goal, driven by a relentless curiosity and an unshakable resolve. And then, just when it seemed that they had reached the limits of their endurance, they stumbled upon a chamber unlike any they had seen before. At its center stood a massive door, intricately carved with symbols and runes that seemed to dance and shimmer in the dim light. With a sense of trepidation, Commander Armstrong approached the door, his hand reaching out to touch its ancient surface. As his fingers made contact, a surge of energy coursed through him, filling him with a sense of purpose and determination. With a collective effort, the Apollo 15 crew pushed open the door, revealing a sight beyond comprehension. A vast chamber filled with towering pillars of light, each pulsating with an otherworldly energy. And at the center of it all stood a figure cloaked in shadow, its form shifting and twisting like a specter from another realm. As the figure spoke, its voice echoed through the chamber like the rumble of distant thunder, filling the astronauts with a sense of awe and reverence. And in that moment, they knew that their journey was far from over, for they had stumbled upon the gateway to a world beyond imagination. The figure in the chamber, its presence commanding yet enigmatic, beckoned the Apollo 15 crew forward with a gesture of its shadowy hand. Commander Armstrong, his heart pounding with a mixture of fear and curiosity, took the first tentative steps towards the figure, his companions following closely behind. As they approached, the figure's form began to coalesce, its features becoming clearer with each passing moment. And when they stood face to face, the astronauts found themselves staring into the eyes of a being unlike any they had encountered before, a being of pure energy, its essence woven into the fabric of the universe itself. With a voice that seemed to resonate with the very cosmos, the being spoke of ancient prophecies and cosmic truths, of a war that raged beyond the boundaries of time and space. It spoke of a darkness that threatened to consume all creation, and of a chosen few who stood as humanity's last hope for salvation. But as the astronauts listened, their minds struggling to comprehend the enormity of the being's words, a sense of doubt began to creep into their hearts. Were they truly the chosen ones, destined to save the universe from destruction? Or were they merely pawns in a cosmic game, manipulated by forces beyond their understanding? With a sense of urgency, the being imparted upon them a mission: to journey to the heart of the darkness and confront the source of its power. Only by facing their greatest fears and embracing the light within could they hope to emerge victorious. With newfound determination, the Apollo 15 crew accepted their mission, their minds ablaze with the possibilities that lay before them. But as they prepared to embark on their journey, a nagging question lingered in the back of their minds: were they truly prepared for what lay ahead? As they stepped through the gateway, leaving behind the chamber and the enigmatic being within, the astronauts knew that their fate was inexorably linked to the fate of the universe itself. And as they gazed out into the vast expanse of space, they braced themselves for the challenges that lay ahead, knowing that the true test of their courage and resilience was yet to come. As the Apollo 15 crew ventured forth into the depths of space, their journey was fraught with peril at every turn. The vast expanse of the cosmos stretched out before them, an endless sea of stars and galaxies shimmering in the void. But amidst the beauty of the cosmos lay dangers beyond imagining, cosmic storms that raged with the fury of 1,000 suns, black holes that devoured all light and matter, and malevolent entities that lurked in the darkest corners of the universe. With each passing moment, the astronauts were forced to confront their greatest fears and doubts, their resolve tested to its limits. But through sheer determination and unwavering courage, they pressed onward, knowing that the fate of the universe hung in the balance. As they journeyed deeper into the unknown, they encountered beings and civilizations unlike any they had encountered before, ancient races that had traversed the cosmos for eons, their wisdom and knowledge surpassing human understanding. But amidst the wonders of the universe, they also encountered darkness, forces that sought to extinguish the light and plunge the cosmos into eternal chaos. And with each confrontation, the Apollo 15 crew grew stronger, their bond forged in the crucible of battle. But as they neared their destination, a sense of foreboding settled over them like a shroud. For they knew that the true test of their courage and resolve was yet to come, a confrontation with the source of the darkness itself. And as they prepared to face their greatest challenge, they knew that the fate of the universe rested in their hands. For only by embracing the light within and confronting their darkest fears could they hope to emerge victorious. As the Apollo 15 crew journeyed deeper into the heart of darkness, they found themselves confronted with echoes of the past memories and visions that haunted their every step. Faces from long-forgotten dreams and voices from distant memories whispered in the shadows, their presence a constant reminder of the trials they had faced and the sacrifices they had made. But amidst the echoes of the past, they also found strength, a resilience born from adversity, and a determination forged in the fires of battle. And as they pressed onward, they drew upon the lessons of their journey, using them to guide their path through the darkness. With each passing moment, the astronauts felt the weight of their mission pressing upon them, the enormity of the task ahead threatening to overwhelm their resolve. But they refused to falter, drawing strength from the bonds of friendship and camaraderie that united them as one. And as they journeyed deeper into the heart of darkness, they encountered trials and tribulations beyond imagining, challenges that tested their courage and determination to their limits. But with each obstacle they overcame, they grew stronger, their spirits buoyed by the knowledge that they were not alone in their struggle. But as they neared their final destination, a sense of dread settled over them like a shroud. For they knew that the true test of their courage and resolve was yet to come, a confrontation with the source of the darkness itself. And as they prepared to face their greatest challenge, they drew upon the strength of their collective will, knowing that the fate of the universe rested in their hands. For only by confronting the shadows of the past could they hope to emerge victorious and usher in a new era of light and hope. As the Apollo 15 crew stood on the threshold of their final confrontation, a glimmer of hope pierced the darkness that surrounded them. For in the depths of their despair, they found strength, a strength born from the courage of their convictions and the resilience of the human spirit. With each step they took towards their destiny, they felt the weight of the universe pressing upon them, the enormity of their task threatening to crush their resolve. But they refused to yield, drawing upon the lessons they had learned and the bonds they had forged to guide them through the darkness. And as they faced their greatest challenge yet, they did so with hearts full of determination and minds sharpened by purpose. For they knew that the fate of the universe hung in the balance, and that they alone possessed the power to shape its destiny. But as they stood face to face with the source of the darkness, they were filled with a sense of awe and reverence. For before them stood a being of unimaginable power and unfathomable wisdom, the embodiment of all that was good and just in the universe. With a voice that resonated with the echoes of eternity, the being spoke of hope and redemption, of a future where light triumphed over darkness and love conquered all. And as its words washed over them like a healing balm, the Apollo 15 crew felt a sense of peace wash over them, knowing that their journey was nearing its end. But even as they basked in the glow of the being's presence, they knew that their mission was far from over. For the darkness still lingered, its tendrils reaching out across the cosmos, threatening to snuff out the light of hope forever. And so, with renewed purpose and determination, the Apollo 15 crew pledged themselves to the cause of light and righteousness, knowing that their journey was far from over. For they had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, their spirits unbroken and their resolve unwavering in the face of adversity. As the Apollo 15 crew embarked on the next phase of their journey, they found themselves descending into the very heart of darkness itself. The path before them was treacherous, fraught with peril at every turn, but they knew that they could not falter. For the fate of the universe hung in the balance, and they alone possessed the power to shape its destiny. With each step they took, the darkness seemed to grow thicker, its oppressive weight pressing down upon them like a suffocating blanket. But still, they pressed onward, their determination unyielding in the face of adversity. As they delved deeper into the abyss, they encountered horrors beyond imagining, twisted creatures that lurked in the shadows, their malevolent gazes filled with hunger and malice. But the Apollo 15 crew refused to be cowed, facing each new challenge with courage and resolve. But as they journeyed further into the darkness, they began to feel its insidious influence creeping into their minds, whispering doubts and fears that threatened to consume them from within. It was a battle of wills, a struggle for dominance between light and darkness, and the outcome hung in the balance. With each passing moment, the darkness seemed to grow stronger, its tendrils reaching out to ensnare them in its grasp. But still, they fought on, their spirits unbroken and their resolve unwavering in the face of despair. And then, just when it seemed that all hope was lost, they stumbled upon a glimmer of light amidst the darkness, a beacon of hope that shone like a star in the night sky. With renewed determination, they pressed onward, knowing that their journey was far from over. For they had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, their spirits unbroken and their resolve unwavering in the face of adversity. And as they continued on their quest, they knew that they carried with them the light of hope, a beacon to guide them through the darkest of times. As the Apollo 15 crew journeyed ever deeper into the heart of darkness, they felt the weight of their mission pressing upon them like a burden too heavy to bear. But still, they pressed onward, their determination unyielding in the face of despair. With each step they took, they felt the darkness closing in around them, its suffocating embrace threatening to snuff out the light of hope forever. But they refused to be cowed, drawing upon the strength of their convictions and the bonds of friendship that united them as one. And then, just when it seemed that all hope was lost, they stumbled upon a revelation that would change everything. For in the depths of the darkness, they found a glimmer of light, a beacon of hope that shone like a star in the night sky. With renewed determination, they pressed onward, following the light wherever it led. And as they journeyed deeper into the darkness, they began to unravel the mysteries that had eluded them for so long. They discovered ancient truths that had been hidden for millennia, secrets of the cosmos and the nature of existence itself. And with each revelation, they felt a sense of wonder and awe wash over them, knowing that they were witnessing something truly extraordinary. But as they neared the end of their journey, they knew that their greatest challenge still lay ahead. For they had yet to confront the source of the darkness, the entity that threatened to engulf the universe in eternal shadow. With hearts full of courage and minds sharpened by purpose, they prepared to face their final test. For they knew that the fate of the universe rested in their hands, and that they alone possessed the power to shape its destiny. And so, with a sense of determination that burned brighter than any star, they marched forth to meet their destiny, ready to confront the darkness and emerge victorious, once and for all. As the Apollo 15 crew stood on the brink of their final confrontation, they knew that their journey was nearing its end. With hearts full of courage and minds sharpened by purpose, they prepared to face the darkness head-on, ready to confront the source of all their trials and tribulations. And as they stood face to face with their greatest foe, they fought with all their might, drawing upon the strength of their convictions and the bonds of friendship that united them as one. It was a battle of epic proportions, a struggle for the very soul of the universe itself. But in the end, it was their courage and determination that carried them through, their spirits unbroken and their resolve unwavering in the face of adversity. And as they emerged victorious, they felt a sense of peace wash over them, knowing that they had fulfilled their destiny and saved the universe from certain destruction. With the darkness vanquished and the light of hope restored, the Apollo 15 crew prepared to return to Earth, their mission complete and their hearts filled with pride. And as they looked out upon the stars one final time, they knew that their journey was far from over. For they had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, their spirits unbroken and their resolve unwavering in the face of adversity. And as they set course for home, they carried with them the knowledge that they had changed the course of history, and that their legacy would live on for generations to come. And so, with heads held high and hearts full of hope, the Apollo 15 crew embarked on their journey back to Earth, ready to face whatever challenges the future might hold. For they knew that no matter what trials lay ahead, they would face them together, united in purpose and bound by the ties of friendship that had carried them through their darkest hour. As they entered the Earth's atmosphere, a sense of anticipation filled the air, their hearts pounding with excitement at the thought of returning home. And as they touched down on the familiar soil of their beloved planet, they knew that their journey was far from over, for the adventure had only just begun.